What up, y'all? What's up? How's it going? Buenas noches. Good evening. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves here. This is a live edition of Around the Point Extra. This is your AEW Double or Nothing 2023 preview and predictions. Normally on Thursdays, we do something that we call sad, something about Dynamite, but being the events that are happening this weekend, we decided to this week put sad, on the back burner and do predictions for Double or Nothing today. So that's what we're doing. I hope you all again are having a good time, enjoying yourselves. I am Steve. I am that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am the man of honor. I got a fucking haircut. It looks fucking lit.
Steve, you're gonna get us demonetized. My God.
What? I got a haircut. My barber hooked it up, man. Let me tell you, my barber hooked it up. Well, of course, we're joined here by the gang. We got the pride of Detroit, Big Mike. What's going on, homie?
Chilling, hanging in there with the fellas,
Okay. And of course, joining us here in the bottom, live from his palatial estate in beautiful Texas. Still repping that blue t-shirt I see from the other day.
Yeah, I'm
the one, the only, the 12-hour print. Caden Lee. More like 11 minutes, 11 hours.
No. StreamYard cuts you off at 12. YouTube and StreamYard cut you off at 12 hours. We put in the time. I'm sure on your StreamYard end, you might be able to actually see the full 14 on your end. You might be able to download it.
Well, I don't know. It looks from my end, it still says also 11 hours, 50 something minutes. And I'm kidding, man. StreamYard.
No, we were all there. We did the 12 hour. Technically, we went 14, but I am ready to go to Las Vegas. I have not packed yet. I will be doing that either probably tonight. I'll probably do it when we get off of here. I've been busy all day. Like I've been going nonstop. Like I've had like a little bit of time to chill, but I needed that time to chill because yesterday was also a busy day.
You better get packing, brother. I'm still not done yet. I did last minute shopping.
I'm not packing too much. I think I'm just bringing a backpack with clothes.
I did literally last minute shopping today. Went over to the good homies over at Kohl's. I even paid a visit. I paid a visit to our good homies over at H&M. Hell, I even paid a visit to our good homies at my barbershop, yo. I got a haircut today and all that stuff. And I started my morning early, went to work, clocked out. I was counting it down. Like you ever had those moments where the day before you travel out, like you're just counting it down, like, all right, gotta get through all this bullshit. Get through it, right? 10 a.m. hit, I was out the door. Didn't say bye to nobody. Swiped out, went to my car, blasted. I went fucking 70 on a 55, right? Went to the barbershop, sat on the chair, got my cut, went to the dentist because I gotta get these shit cleaned out. But here we are, man. Here we fucking are. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying too, man. What's going on, Frantic World? Hope you're doing well. Romeo writes here. How hard is it to pack for 3 days?
Exactly. It's easy. That's why I'm doing it tonight.
And of course, Steven's getting ready for his future wife in Vegas. Either two things will happen in Vegas. I'm going to come back a millionaire. You can call me Biff Tannen. Or I'm going to come back married like Sammy Guevara. On that episode.
I don't even need to pack for 3 days. I actually need to pack for 2 days. Saturday, Sunday.
You're getting there Friday. You always want to be prepared.
I'm wearing whatever I wear on the plane is what I'm wearing Friday.
What you wearing? What you wearing on Friday? What's the gear looking like on Friday?
I don't know. I'll probably like throw on some like random wrestling shirt.
Don't do
I'm not going, like, y'all are going out. I'm not going out anywhere. I'm just doing wrestling things and hanging out with my friends on the strip. So I'm just going to wear like my basic Adam Sandler clothes and I'll be perfectly happy.
Now, when you say Adam Sandler, are we talking Sonny Koufax? Are we talking Happy
I'm
Gilmore?
talking Adam Sandler, like present day, what he wears on the street.
We're not talking 8 Crazy Nights, right? We're Longfellow
I'm
D.
talking if you see the pictures of Adam Sandler hooping in Brooklyn, that's what I'm wearing.
What's going on, Florida?
I got some athletic shorts, and I got
You can't do that. You'll have the germs of everything on the plane and the airport. That's very true.
I never. I don't know. I don't know. I know some people who do change after airports. I'm not changing after the airport.
I'm likely to change on the plane because here's the thing: when I get out of here, when I leave, so when I head to the airport, it's still brick out here. We're talking 40 degrees.
Oh
It's
yeah,
brick. It's
I'm
fucking
going the
brick.
same. I'm going the same weather to the same weather. It's the exact same for me.
So I'm probably gonna travel out in fall gear. I'm probably wearing some sweat, some pants, something, bundle up a little bit. But once I head to the airport, once I'm at the gate, change up, off the door I go. UFC Peasy here. Katie packing one pair of drawers and one pair of socks. LMAO.
I'll bring. I'm not gonna wear them all now.
Katie, put it this way, bro. At least you must have the world largest book bag here.
I have a pretty decent. Like I'm probably. I actually do need my
everything.
laptop.
Now you always.
I have a fairly big bag, but I'm not packing every. I'm gonna pack I'm packing whatever I need for the trip. I'm very minimalistic.
Don't be that person, Katie. Don't be that person. Don't be.
I can't bring luggage. Like I can't. I have to fit everything in a backpack. I have
You don't
one
have a
bag
check.
that
You don't have. You can't check it back.
I could if I wanted to, but what would I do with it for a few hours?
It's
I don't
free, right?
I don't have anywhere to go for 3 hours.
But your checking bag is free, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I can't go to the hotel for 3 hours, so I want to put if I
No.
can fit everything into a bag, I'm going to. If I can't, then that's a different. Then I'll figure it out. But I know the way I travel, I can fit everything in a bag. I'm gonna have clean clothes for every day. I have a big backpack.
So stupid, man.
Respectfully.
Oh
I fuck with
man.
CPZ. I fucks with him, yeah.
CPZ killed me, bro. Oh, I didn't expect to laugh that hard to that, man.
At least you're not doing the Simon Wilson, bro. At least, then again, I think you are. Fuck, yo.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna have clothes for every day.
Are you planning buying merch out there in Vegas? Are you planning buying merchandise?
Sometimes I buy it. Like I'll probably buy a Double or Nothing shirt, and that's all I'll buy.
You're not going to go to
don't buy anything else. I'm not going to buy much of anything. I don't.
You're not going to the Florida man.
Any money that I would spend on merch, I'll spend on like going to do I want to do there's a Saw escape room that I really want to do.
What skate room?
Saw.
The movie Saw.
There's also a Saw one and there's a Blair Witch one. And I really want to do a horror escape room because we don't have any here. They're all in either Vegas or Los Angeles. So I want to go do one while I'm out there.
I suppose. For us, Friday we're getting there. We're doing the live show. We're buying alcohol, buying the edible. Yeah, there'll be an edible involved.
Yeah.
Our good homie Brett Lauderdale hooked it up. Paid, forked over the. You wonder why the news. Hey, you wonder why he's in the news, but all the talent, getting upset with him. Hey, you now know why. We're going out there in a limo to the GCW show in style. And yeah, that's going to be Chase and Walter's first GCW show. That's going to be fun. And then after that, we don't know what's going to happen. Are you going by any chance? I know you're from Florida. Are you going to see your Florida native Joey Janela's Florida Man show?
I know he's going to be at the fight shop tomorrow afternoon.
You going there?
Might. Because that's the one time I don't have anything going. Like I'll land at 2. I think he's there from 2 to 4. So I might, but I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow before GCW. That's also why I'm bringing a backpack because I don't want to have to go to the Airbnb before GCW. And I can't. I know I can't bring my suitcase to GCW. I'll bring my backpack, and they're not going to have an issue with it because they don't. But
let me talk to Brett.
Suitcase they might be a little upset with.
Hey, Brett. See this passionate fan right here. This man wants to bring.
I'm sure I could figure it out. and talk to somebody, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to do it. It's not a big enough deal to me. I'm sure I could. If I
You're
really
not one of.
wanted to.
Are you one of those that fall asleep on the plane? Are you one of those that
Depends. I probably won't sleep tomorrow. I doubt it.
Gonna,
On the way back, I will.
You're gonna be on autopilot, bro. You're gonna be on autopilot
Tomorrow?
Watch you. Yes, you will be.
Tomorrow I'll be
You
fine.
will. Nah, bro.
I don't have to be up until 8.
You'll be standing. You're gonna be standing, right? Standing room only. What GCW? You'll be like this.
Yeah, I'll be SRO, but I usually do that. I'm usually fine. I walk around.
Caden. Just get our good homie Brett Lauderdale on the show, yo. We gotta
Brett
get him
does
on
not
here.
do many interviews.
Listen, man. Tell him you don't gotta worry here. We're a safe zone.
No, we're not. I don't trust you.
You don't gotta pay us.
You call GCW you and Walter call it an outlaw mud show. Mike even calls it an outlaw mud show.
Because that's what it is.
But it's our favorite outlaw mud show. It's the only one that we fuck with. Hey, listen, it could be worse. I could be watching that garbage promotion from Jersey that has the letter X and it ends with a W. I could be fucking with that. I don't watch that garbage. Yeah, I watch quality, man. What happened? You brush your tooth?
No, checking something.
Oh man, you better get the floss, buddy. Better get that floss going.
Yeah, I need a floss.
I watched escape room movies for the first time last week, and Caden better be good at puzzles.
I've done a lot of escape rooms. I have not seen the movie.
What's going on?
Because I heard it's not good.
LOL Brett with Chase. That's gonna be funny, yo. So the idea is Chase is gonna go as Chase Gage.
Bro, you gotta be careful doing that.
And he's gonna meet Nick Gage.
You might be able to do that.
No, listen, but here's the thing, bro. Like people who know,
I think you might want to be a little careful with that. But hey, y'all do you.
What's the worst that can happen? Are we gonna get bombarded?
Nick Gage punches you in the mouth because he doesn't care.
But I think Chase will love it. Like Chase would have. Chase, it's more for the experience. Yeah.
I mean, it is.
I mean, at the same time, you know,
Remember,
Nick
Gage legitimately went to jail. I feel like we're forgetting this.
Yeah, at this point, he had none.
So did Chase.
Chase did go to jail. You know, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
So why does it matter? It's equal playing field.
And at this point, it is an equal playing field. That's a good point.
And at this point, you know, Nick Gage has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose, man. I'm sure. Hey, man, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, the point is we're excited, yo. That's just the bottom line about. We are excited for this trip happening in a couple of hours. I have to be at the airport around. I have to leave here at 3:00 in the morning.
Y'all got a crack ass of dawn flight.
Hey, man, it happens, brother. You know, when your mom's a travel agent.
Mike, we need to start setting an over-under on how many times when we talk about anything.
Hey, man, it's been over for the past 5 years, and I stopped taking track of it. So I ain't.
Absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday is AEW Double or Nothing 2023. Now, we're gonna be honest here. Well, let me go round table. Big Mike, are you excited for this show on Sunday? So?
Yeah.
Okay. Caden, I know you go every single year. You gotta keep the streak alive, right?
I was not at last year's Double or Nothing.
I thought you said you were. You gotta keep the streak going.
No, I said I have a streak going of going every other year.
Man, that's not a streak.
Not a streak,
it's a stop and start ain't a streak.
That's a stop and yeah. Well, he had to step aside for a bit, but I was gonna ask him. Because, you know, let's be honest, you're Caden, respectfully. You know, he is a resident AEW, you know, fanatic here on the Around the Point Network. You know, some would say at times, you know, he tried to find the positive in a lot of the things that are bad. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, but I wanted to ask Caden, you know,
Steve, vamp for a minute.
Okay, I'll vape for a minute. Say no more, buddy. I'll
vamp. He said vamp.
Vamp. Okay. For me, I guess it's different, right? And I'm pretty sure for Caden as well because we'll be there live. You know, it's my first time. It's my first time in God knows how many years that I've been to Vegas, right? But I'm mostly going more for the experience. I'm going more for the turn up. Yeah, there's a wrestling show. I'll be honest with you. AEW has done a piss poor job to get me excited for this pay per view. And many would say, hey, you know, they got Collision coming up. They have All In happening in August. They have, they got that stadium show.
They have All Out
They have
the
All
week
Out. They
after
have
at
Forbidden
United
Door.
Center. They're running
They have
2 United Center shows this year.
They have Forbidden Door, right? So some would say, they put Double or Nothing in the back burner. It's just a show just to put on, just to get to the more important things.
I disagree with that.
I said some would say. Some would say.
I think that while some of the bookings behind Double or Nothing has not been the greatest, like the Pillars match or Whataburger.
I love
One
Whataburger. Tell her I want some too. Hold the fries.
Steve, shut up.
And the shake.
Okay.
I love Whataburger, ma'am.
She's already gone.
Thank you, Mama Lee. Respectfully.
She doesn't even have the same last name as me.
Well,
that's
still,
my fake last name, but she didn't even have the real last name. She doesn't even have the same last name as me.
Still, thank you, Miss Caden's mom. Positive Caden Lee. Because I asked Caden, I feel like you, out of all of us, you try to always find the positive out of all, and that's fine. Are you excited for the show? Where's your excitement at right now? At a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the low, 10 being the highest.
Man, looking at look, I originally wasn't that excited, and then I looked over the card, and I'm like, man, it actually is a pretty good card. So I'm at being there in person. I'm at probably an 8. Especially when you look at the big matches that they got, there's some bangers on the show that I'm really excited for. And like I was saying before, I had to figure some stuff out for a second. I think that while some of the stories are not the greatest, every single match on this card has a build to it, and the only one that doesn't is the Orange Cassidy one because his title is built off of open challenges. Every single one has had probably at least a month of build. Or 2 months of build, 2.5 months for some stories. So we complain a lot about AEW and how they throw together our pay-per-views in the last 2 to 3 weeks going in. And while a lot of matches weren't added until the last 2 weeks, at least we knew, even when they didn't have a lot of matches announced 4 weeks ago, look at a month ago when they had that Dynamite on April 26th. We could have guessed most of this card just based off of what they were setting up on television. We just didn't get the announcements yet. And I honestly, I'll take that. Like I said, storytelling could be better, but I'm going to say at least they're giving us something. They are giving us stories. So now that they've laid the groundwork, now we can say, all right, Tony, you've shown that you can at least give everything a story. Now make the stories consistently better.
That's what I'm saying. Make it better. No more fucking around.
Make it better, but I think we also need to take that's a win. That is a win that we're not having 2 to 3 week rush stories for pay-per-views anymore. That everything does have a story. That is objectively a good thing.
Yeah. I'm reading some comments here as well. Thank you guys again for tuning in and chatting away and all that stuff and giving us your thoughts on the show. What do you look forward to and all that stuff? CPZ writes here, this show looking like AEW Extreme Rules. I can see that. I guess,
there's
right?
only 2 stip matches, right?
I know.
Oh, there's 3. There's a ladder match. Most AEW shows have 2 or 3 step matches.
It's funny that from Finding World, it's funny that everyone thought it was Tony Khan who came up with the 4-way match, but it was MJF idea though all this time.
I think Tony had the idea for them. I think it was a mixture. I don't know who came up with the idea to do the match because it was an obvious match, but MJF's the one who's mainly coming up with the creative. Remember, Tony is still the booker. It's just that MJF has been making a lot of the creative and Tony's trusting him in it.
Oof. AKA Tony had the idea. MJF said, give me the keys. I'll get us there.
Yeah. Like Tony bought the Lamborghini, MJF's the one driving it.
And he's crashing it right now.
Yeah, it felt. I think they just for this first. Like I think MJF's done a lot of his stories, but for this big one, it felt like they gave him a little too much time. And you should have. This is the one story I think they actually should have condensed and made it 4 to 5 weeks instead of 8 or 9.
Yeah. What's up, ALW? What's up, fellas? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you, brother. Hope all is well with you. So let's get into this.
I see it's Giants season, ain't it, ALW, you piece of trash. I hate the San Francisco Giants.
When did they start? Wait, they started this feud the week before WrestleMania. So they started this on March 22nd. That's like that feud has been like 65 days by the time they have the match. 66 days. Yes. That's probably 20 days too long for this type of feud.
I did listen to the media call today as I was driving. Shout out to Fightful for providing the audio while I was driving.
Probably shouting them out.
Listen, I had to listen somehow, right? Why not?
Fightful. Oh man, I hate Fightful. Why you gotta mention Fightful?
Listen, let's just say I'm turning over a new leaf, guys. Let's just say,
I'm messing with you, Steve. All right, keep talking.
Someone said, from what I've listened, Tony looked relaxed. He looked composed.
Tony looked?
No, he sounded composed. He sounded relaxed. But if I can just imagine. We know Tony how we get from time to time here. He looked relaxed. He felt relaxed.
I listened to them, or I'm on them. Like I was on the Supercard of Honor.
Someone said that Tony went off on WWE. I was trying to search this. Like, where is this? Where?
Yeah,
where?
He started saying. I forgot who asked him the question about if he considered, like, if he likes the competition and like going against each other on the same day.
Yes, I am a diehard, and it's screw the Giants forever.
Someone had asked him something about that, and he goes, I love the competition, but I like it when it's ethical. And sometimes the competition hasn't been that ethical, in my opinion. Is running on the same day ethical? I don't know. I think it kind of teeters the line, something like that. I don't remember the exact wording he used.
That's not good.
But it was it was a very PR way of going off on WWE.
But anyway, guys, we rambled long enough. Let's get into Katie. You got the card ready? Katie, you got the card ready?
I do, I will say...
So without further ado, guys,
let's fucking go.
So one of these matches that was announced is so they already announced the match. Isaiah Cassidy and the Hardys taking on Ethan Page and the Ass Boys. There was a change on Rampage. It's not come out yet. What do you guys want to do with this? Because the match is not the same anymore.
Well, everyone knows
the hashtag AEW Rampage after it. Like no one's watching that. Dude. Yeah. Stop.
All right, spoiler warning. We're spoiling the fucking match because we got to predict it. It's now Hook. Hook's now the partner. So it's going to be Hook and the Hardys taking on Ethan Page and the Ass Boys. If the Hardys and Hook win, they will have Matt Hardy gets the contract of Ethan Page, basically reversing the roles of what Matt Hardy was in for the last 6 months with Ethan. Mike, who do you think is winning this?
My prediction doesn't change. It's the Hardy Boys and whoever's tagging with them, and it made it even more predictable that the Hardys is winning because Hook doesn't lose anything. Tag team matches, regular matches, showing up, segments, he don't lose. So it's the Hardys and Hook.
I will say this, being that now Hook is in the match, everyone know Hook matches. They tend to be short and sweet to the point. We're going with Hook here. Hook gets the win for the team. He chokes out Ethan Page. There you go. You heard it.
Nah, Jeff's definitely winning with the Swanton.
I don't think I don't know. Let's just hope.
Jeff's already done a Swanton since returning. He did it on the night he returned.
Like it hurt.
All right, Jeff's hitting the Swanton to win. 1, 2, 3. Probably, I think it's gonna be on one of the Ass Boys, and they're gonna get the contract of Ethan Page. It'll be fun. I think they're gonna add more to the buy-in, probably on Rampage. Now let's move on to what we know is on the main Double or Nothing card. This is actually the shortest Double or Nothing in history on the main card. Only 8 matches announced. And actually, Night of Champions only has one more than Night of Champions. Night of Champions has 7. So
you gotta remember too, Tony. He's more relaxed though because the fact there's not a game 7. So
I ain't gonna lie, guys. I think there's a
You wish it was-
possibility that Night of Champions is a longer pay-per-view than Double or Nothing.
well, it's Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Because they
It
have the
starts at
commercial.
what time? What time does it start? Huh.
I don't know. It's like because it's this. Oh, it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. It always starts at 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m.
I'm talking about.
I'm
I'm
saying
talking about
taking-
here.
Oh,
Here.
no, like
It's
here.
the only time
like,
that matters.
Night of Champions.
Yes.
Oh, I was talking about Double or Nothing. I said 8 p.m. here. I don't know what time Night of Champions starts. Noon.
So
Well, say
Probably-
it's 1 o'clock.
Sure.
It'll probably end at 4, and it's 8 here.
A
but
7-match
Double or
card is
Nothing?
not ending at 4.
It depends. You know, the women's matches I think are
Was it
going to be
WrestleMania
short.
4 hours? Wasn't each night 4 hours?
almost.
And WrestleMania was a
Almost.
7 and 6-match card.
I still say it's going to be a 4-hour show. I think both the women's matches they're going to be short. I think the 2 longest matches are going to be the crowning of a champion and the tag team title match. I think that's going to be your longest matches.
Thank you, Romeo.
Romeo
The
said the
1
1
p.m.
p.m. shows end around 4:15 to 4:20. So 3:15. But this is also it's a set like a 7-match card for WWE. They haven't done that many. Like I think WrestleMania night 1 might have been 7 and night 2 was 6. And yeah, well, like women's matches in Saudi are shorter than the States. I think Bianca and Asuka is going to get a decent amount of time because Bayley and Bianca got a decent amount of time too. And I think Trish and Becky will probably get like I had it probably around like 11 or 12 minutes. And then also like I don't know how long the entrance ramp is. So I think I think there's a decent possibility that like they're either around the same time or Night of Champions could go a bit longer, but it's not really we don't have to go too deep into that. Let's start off with let's go with this one. TNT Championship ladder match. Wardlow defending against Christian Cage with Luchasaurus. Steve, who do you have winning this ladder match?
Yeesh. I feel like this does Wardlow, no favors at all. Considering what he's gone through, right? Since winning that title again. And I'll be honest, I thought we were getting Luchasaurus versus Wardlow at first, but Christian is the guy, which is fine. Christian is the bigger name out of himself and Luchasaurus. Hell, even Wardlow for that matter, right? And it's his specialty match. It's his specialty. Wardlow lost that title how many times and won that back? So I would not be surprised if he lose it again. I'm going with Christian Cage. Put a protein shake on that. In Wardlow's world. And hashtag and new. Yeah.
I agree. I have Christian Cage winning this. It's his. I mean, Wardlow also. I think the only ladder match that Wardlow's ever been in, he won in AEW. It was the grab the brass ring or the Face of the Revolution at Revolution 2022. He won that match. So I think this is going to be good because Wardlow was good in that match. If you guys remember, that was a pretty good ladder match. And I think that this is going to be fun, entertaining, probably what I think is opening the show. But on this day, I see clearly we got to have something for Edge to do when he comes to AEW in the next few months. So he's going to feud with Christian Cage over this TNT title.
Will you stop, please, man?
Hey, we want legitimacy back in the TNT Championship. Give Christian a heel run for 2 months. Let Christian hold this title through June, July. Give him somebody give him some face from New Japan for Forbidden Door. He beats them.
That
and then
part
you
I
have
can
him hold it June, July, and then like whenever Edge shows up, you go into that. That immediately elevates your TNT title back up to where it was when
Edge showing up.
I've been saying this for 2 months now. I'm sticking by it. Edge is going to AEW. Edge will be in AEW by the end of the year.
There's a better chance Edge shows up in Impact Wrestling before he shows up in AEW.
No, there's not.
Man.
Don't. You can't even say that.
Him and Scott D'Amore,
his 3 best friends are in AEW. How many times have we had this conversation? His 3 best friends are in All Elite Wrestling. Why would he not want to go there?
You forget him and Scott D'Amore are like this. They're homies. You know what I mean? They started together.
His 3 best friends.
Well, you know what? What about Frank Kazarian? His best friends are in AEW, but you see him in Impact Wrestling. So, listen, anything is possible. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Don't forget, Romeo Damas reported this. Romeo Damas never wrong. When was the last time Romeo Damas got something wrong?
Well, that is true. That is true. Right? Again, Romeo. You can never doubt Romeo Select. The only legitimate news site that I trust, Romeo Select. You can get it on Peruvian. No, I don't know all that now. But yes, I have Christian Cage. We can all agree here, Christian Cage, right? And
Yes.
new. Yes.
And,
Yes.
And you know what I hope they do again? They start doing custom TNT title like they did with Miro and Sammy, right? Can they do that again now for Christian? If
he needs to put a turtleneck on the championship.
No. Just
Put the title, like you know how Orange Cassidy puts his title in a backpack? Put the title in a turtleneck.
no. Put a Canadian
It's gonna
flag
look
on it.
weird.
It's gonna
Canadian
be so, it's gonna be
Canadian rhinestones on the belt. That's what I'd say. Let's move on, Caden. What else we got?
no, never mind. We're good.
Okay.
Dolores
says
says Caden wants Edge to do fast-paced, hard-hitting matches to mess his brain up again. No, he can do. Guys, Christian Cage has been in AEW for 2 years and he's been okay. He had one little
How many
injury
matches?
that wasn't had anything to do with his head.
Yeah, but how many
He's been
matches?
okay.
How many matches? Okay, how many matches has Christian had since he come back? How many matches?
Christian
has
he hasn't a lot. Like since he returned from injury, I think he's only had one.
Exactly.
But he's
How
also
old is
not like his character isn't supposed to wrestle a lot. That's the
You
problem.
said the key word injury. How many times have you been injured since being in
but
AEW?
his injury was not a head injury. Let's be real here. His
It
injury was
doesn't
not-
matter.
You mean
It just had different injuries in
Remember,
WWE too.
But before Christian got injured, he was there for a year and a half, and that man had some bangers.
And Impact Wrestling, yeah, absolutely. Him and Impact Wrestling, him and Kazoo.
You know what, you sons of bitches? When Edge shows up, I'm gonna get on this show. I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna laugh at you, Mike. I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna laugh at all of you. And then me and Romeo, we're gonna be partying because we were right. We were right. We were right.
Listen. Anything is possible in the world of professional wrestling. I mean, look, put it this way: everyone thought on last Sunday, that Mercedes was going to win the title, and look what happened.
All right, stop.
She was supposed to win the
move
title.
on.
Let's be real here.
She was
Let's
supposed
move
to
on.
Got injured.
Let's move on. Let's move
Let's
on.
continue. And leave. What else we got? What else we got here? Come on, you're checking your messages here. What you got, man? A booking before you travel?
Texts. I have to. Sometimes I have to answer text while I'm getting ready to go on a trip.
You got a booking before you
TBS
go? You got a
champ-
booking?
No, it's my father. That's a little fucked up, Steve.
Must be nice. I wish my dad hit me up before I traveled. God damn it! But it is what it
TBS
is.
Championship, Jade Cargill defending against Taya Valkyrie. This is their second match. The first one, April 26th, 2023. On Dynamite, Taya was not able to win because the Road to Valhalla was banned for that match for her. So now all the gloves are off. The restrictions are off. These two are going to have a straight up one-on-one match. Is the streak going to end? I say no. Taya's going to lose here. Jade's going to get a good victory. Chris Statlander, I think this is where she returns. Mike, what are you thinking?
I agree. And with everything that you said, although I still think it'll be a bad decision to have Chris Statlander in that. I think there's bigger and better people to take the title off. If they just wait a little bit, they can get one. She's in Impact currently.
Talking about Jordan?
Yes.
We don't know if she's re-signed.
Well, we'll figure that out soon, shall we? But I'd rather have her than Chris Statlander.
How about my New Jersey native, my New Jersey sister herself, Deanna Purrazzo? I don't know. Anything can happen. Now, listen, for me,
It'll be I think whoever beats Jade has to be a homegrown star. I think that's what they're waiting for. So I think it's either going to be Chris or Willow.
That'd be very anticlimactic. Willow, I will take a chance on, but
yeah.
Remember,
other
Chris
than that, it'll be
Chris was very over
anticlimactic.
before she left. Before Chris
Yeah,
got in,
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. She's a boring personality to me.
Mike, she's a beautiful woman, talented in the ring, respectfully.
all right, we don't.
I said no.
Mike did not. That's not what Mike went after. Steve, Jade, or Taya?
Thank you,
I know.
Kaden.
I know. I'm
I'll back you up on that one. No, I don't agree with it,
Thank
but
you.
I'll back you up. You weren't going after
I'll,
that.
I'll back you up on that one. Okay. This is right now the biggest name that Jade has faced. The biggest name,
Objectively a false statement.
who else?
She
That has
faced Athena.
That's fine, but whose name carried more weight though? She's again,
Athena, an
Jade-
NXT Women's Champion. Like, I like Taya, but Taya is not as well known. More people can tell you who Ember Moon is than Frankie Monet.
And look what happened to Ember Moon when she got there. They fed her to Jade
Okay, but that's not the
Cargill.
conversation. This is a bigger opponent than I know. I know what you're trying to say, but the bigger opponent was Ember.
Okay. One of the biggest name for her to face. One of the.
She faced Nyla Rose, who was an AEW World Champion. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but come on, that I was there. I was there for that. I was there. It was kind of a sloppy match, respectfully. I don't see Taya Valkyrie beating Jade Cargill. I would love to see it. Like, oh my god, but it's not gonna happen. It's not. So I'm gonna have Jade Cargill retain here. And you know what? I will, and I hope Taya Valkyrie gets her to a good match. Because that's also what you need in Jade Cargill. A lot of these wins, that she's had, yeah, they've been quick. You've seen, and throughout time, these matches have getting a little longer. I've always said with her, less is good, but eventually, you got to start, putting it out there. So that being said, I'm going with Jade Cargill to retain here, and still. Yeah. I'm reading some comments here. T and Couponer, who will eventually beat Jade Cargill? Who? I have no idea. Dolores writes here, Jade, I love her, but this is getting stale. Frantical writes here, I can see Layla Hirsch coming back and beat Jade for the TBS title. Is she cleared?
Who?
Legit Layla Hirsch.
She should be close. She tore her ACL how many months ago? 14 months ago, almost 15. So she probably is, and just being saved for something because they probably just don't have space for her.
Palou writes here, nah, disagree, Mike. I'm not surprised. Statlander's over with the crowds.
I didn't say she wasn't over with the crowds. I said she's a born personality to me.
Respectfully, and you're not the only one, Mike. I just say I'm not surprised because I'm not surprised that he would say that. Of course, he would. Respectfully,
just because the crowd does something doesn't mean that I have to follow.
I agree. Like I said, I don't agree with it, but I also like your opinion. You're allowed to have that opinion.
I got Jade Cargill for the win. Jade needs better opponents. Taya Valkyrie is there. She's there, but I do think also eventually Jade needs to start mingling with the other women that just don't wrestle on Rampage. I think.
All right, we don't need to read every comment. Let's go into the next match. Everyone's saying the same thing.
Let's go.
Let's talk about the AEW World Tag Team Championship matches. FTR take on Team TNA. Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, with Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh in their corner. Special guest referee Mark Briscoe. Steve, who do you think walks away with the AEW World Tag Team Championships?
You know me. I love the nostalgia of TNA. I think it's great. It's awesome, right? That being said, as much as I love the nostalgia of TNA, right? Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and seeing all you NNVs get upset and get irate on Twitter about it, puts a smile on my face, respectfully. That being said, I gotta be honest here. I gotta go with FTR.
Mike?
Yeah. Honestly, are we going honest here?
Yes.
Yes.
Time to leave my mark, my
Yep.
world, my world.
If this ain't it, man, they should never do anything else on television. They should at least have one like small run. When I mean small,
2 weeks.
I mean like a couple days.
2 weeks.
And
top.
then they take the titles back. 2 weeks top. So I'm going with Team TNA.
You know what, Mike? I'm changing my pick. I'm going with Team TNA also. It's over. I'm going with Team TNA.
It'd be a nice deal, you know. It doesn't have to be too serious. Like we know that FTR can stomp these guys easily, you know. And then Mark Briscoe, he's gonna be the enforcer in this match. So who knows? It's gonna be some tomfoolery.
Special guest referee, not enforcer.
Well, this is all the same.
Sabu's an enforcer. He's
gonna enforce some things, all right.
Sabu. You know what? I already mentioned. Let's talk about Sabu. Oh, I got FTR retaining. Sabu, the special guest enforcer in the unsanctioned match, as Adam Cole, baby, takes on Chris Jericho, who's got Yas in his corner. Cole's got Roddy in his with the enforcer, who I guess is on the side of Adam Cole. I don't know why Sabu is involved in this. I still popped really hard for seeing Sabu because I was confused. I was not expecting him. I'm interested at least to see what they're doing here. Supposedly it's a one-off according to Tony.
Of course it is, huh?
That's what they're saying.
I guess people must have forgotten the stuff that he said back in 2016. I guess people must have forgotten, huh?
Hey, we're not bringing that up here.
But yeah, meanwhile, Brian Kendrick.
Look, if you guys want to bring it up, I'm like.
Meanwhile, Brian Kendrick.
There's been enough controversy about it today.
Gets a nerd and virgin going through his.
You guys got to keep that same energy, man.
And said, y'all got to keep the same energy. I know
this is the same guy who banned Linda and Hulk Hogan. Yes. Two people that gives a crap about AEW could even give a crap that they.
You didn't see what Hogan said yesterday?
I don't care what Hogan said yesterday. But the thing is, this dude shot 2 strays, pow pow, at the Hogans for no reason. This dude was eating what mahi at his beach shop, just chilling. He heard he got banned at AEW. It's like, who cares, bro?
Tony Khan banned Linda Hogan, but Linda Hogan is probably getting plowed by some young dude right now. Meanwhile, she had nothing to do with the business anymore.
You talk about the Grand Wizard?
My God. I'll say this. I'll say this because I wasn't in the space in 2016, so I've seen the tweets. I don't I've seen the pictures of it. I don't really know what the original conversation was around this. I can just say, look, I do agree. You got to keep the same energy, honestly. If you're gonna I'm just kind of sick of the conversation today. I just don't. I don't want today. I just don't want to be negative on shows about any. That's why I'm not gonna Sometimes I'll be on here and say, "Oh, fuck Hulk Hogan, fuck this, fuck Disco Inferno." I just want to chill. I'm not in the mood today to talk about that. But I do agree. I think people need to keep that same energy. Who were praising, who just straight up praising Sabu being there. People who are straight up praising Sabu being there are the same people who go after Hulk Hogan, and I think that's AEW sexuals, being AEW sexuals.
Yes. But I'll be honest, so let me get this straight. Let me see if I understand this or not, right? Let me see if I understand this. Adam Cole and Chris Jericho are going to have an unsanctioned match.
First unsanctioned match in a year and a half. The last unsanctioned match actually had Adam Cole in it. It was Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy.
And he lost.
Beach break.
And he lost to Arn Cena. He lost to OC because that was Danhausen's debut. Yeah, so let me get this. Let me see if we're having an unsanctioned match between these two guys, but you're bringing in an enforcer and Sabu.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I'm just talking about the match.
Makes no.
Uh,
You
match
would
will
have thought it
probably
would have been small clues, right? You would have thought it would have been small clues like, okay,
No,
why are they bringing in Sabu?
this makes
Nothing, no
but this
correlation.
literally-
This makes
But what
no
makes
sense.
this
I'm so confused.
what makes this ridiculous? So last night on Dynamite, it's the whole JAS against Adam Cole and Bobby and Roderick Strong, right? They're in the ring. It's 5-on-2, and Adam Cole's like, "We're 5-on-2," but I haven't made a phone call, and I'm like, "Okay, they're gonna level the playing field here. Level the playing field. They're gonna probably bring out, I don't know, probably they might have brought back Bobby Fish. Who the fuck knows, right? Or you just never know. Or hey, surprise, you know, Kyle O'Reilly's speedy recovery again.
No, he wanted to put over a young talent like Sabu. Romeo, yes, that was asked about Sabu today in the media call. Someone asked if it was a one-time thing.
And here we go. We bring
I
in
think it was Ella. I think
Sabu.
Ella asked that. Ella J.
Shout out to her. She did amazing in that writing. They bring in Sabu, right?
Sabu.
My homie Dean from BW from British Wrestling Radio many years ago used to call him Sabu. They bring in Sabu, who has a history of injuries and pain and all that stuff, right? You bring him out there to be the special enforcer. He's barely throwing the chair. Like, what are we doing, guys? What? I get it. Tony Khan was a diehard ECW fan, right? So for him, this is nostalgia. I get that. But really? You're in Vegas. You mean to tell me you could have brought in someone else? You know, I know Tony still is still good friends with people from American Top. You couldn't brought in, I don't know, Jorge Masvidal.
No.
I'm just saying.
They probably could only bring in Seb. Look, this was a thing to pop Tony. We all know that's why he did it. I'm not going to question why he brought in Sabu. There's
This
nothing
was
you can
Tony's
say to make a
markiness
reason
coming out
for it.
once again.
Yeah, this is Tony just being like this is Tony being a mark. Like I don't care enough, honestly, that
Tony Khan will pay for his crimes.
Okay, don't know why you need to cut me off for that one.
You'll pay for.
Look, I think we just need to be like, you know what, it's happening. I don't know what else you want me to do here, Steve.
Let's move on.
Who do we have winning? I'm taking Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, yeah, Adam Cole's
You know,
winning this
Jericho said he's gonna outsmart Adam Cole here, right? You heard it here first, y'all. You heard it here first. Roderick Strong turns on Adam Cole, yo. He did it before.
No,
He
No.
turned on Pete Dunne.
No,
He turned
that's
on
not
Pete Dunne.
happening.
He turned on Pete Dunne, right?
That's not happening, Steve.
Because everyone knows, you know, everybody knows at the end of the day, everyone knows that Roderick Strong is simply.
There's a little snake in the grass right there. Hey, little boy.
Can't be trusted. Can't trust that man.
Chris Jericho's bringing in the Sandman to even out the playing field.
Boom, boom, boom. So you mean to tell me Tony Khan bought the rights to boom, 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 boom.
He pays for every other theme song, so why not?
But you can't pay Metallica to fucking perform Sting's WCW theme song.
No, I mean, well, you know, Metallica's probably bought, so they're probably not bound, but they're, you know, they did a lot of stuff with WWE,
Remix,
so it's not
like a remix to it. Fan instrumental. I don't know, but I'm going with Chris Jericho here. I can't doubt the Ocho.
No, I'm going with Adam Cole, baby.
You don't gotta pay Sandman. He got Taz.
Oh, so Taz is gonna be like, wait a sec, Jericho, I'm coming down there. Give me 1 sec, and put like 4 guys in a Taz mission. He's just gonna find 2 other people.
Chris Jericho could bring in Rhino. That's right. Bring in the Rhino.
Rhino. God.
Your neighbor, bro. Your neighbor.
He's from Dearborn. He's not from Detroit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anything can happen though, right? Guys, if you're new here, come on, guys. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Hit that like
He's
button.
bringing it Raven.
Quote the Raven, nevermore. I love Raven. What, bro? Raven? You see what he's doing in MLW?
No, I don't watch that.
Oh, man. You're missing out, man.
Obviously not.
I know. I did watch the Battle Ride the other day, and they got
What is
Raven.
that?
It's like their take on the Rumble is 40 guys, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't even want to hear explanation.
The guy who won entered at number 1,
I don't care.
Alex Kane,
Don't care who he is.
member of the
Nope.
Katie eating his Whataburger. Guys, if you have questions for us in the meantime, please drop in your questions. You guys are awesome as always. We love you guys. Caden, you know what? Screw this. I wonder where Caden got his. Better go, Caden. Way to go. Caden's in the mud, yo. He's in the mud. He's in the mud right now. We'll bring him back eventually. Okay, so we have, you guys know me. I am a big fan of battle royals, right, Big Mike? I'm a huge fanatic of the battle royales, right?
Yeah.
And Orange Cassidy is set to defend his international championship in a 20-man battle royal. Now, I posted a tweet earlier today. Right, I posted a tweet earlier today about this, and the names that I see here: the Butcher and the Blade, Bandito, Commander, Lee Moriarty, Big Bill, Arya Davari, Tony Nese, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, Kip Sabian, Phoenix, Dustin Rhodes, Keith Lee, Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, Swerve, Pentagon, Ricky Stark, and Switchblade Jay White. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. How the
I knew
mighty
that's why you want to say.
How the mighty has fucking fallen, yo. How the mighty has fallen, yo. I remember, Mike. When did Jay White show up on AEW? A month ago, right?
No, about I want to say 3 weeks ago.
A month ago. Almost a month ago.
Okay, yeah, about a month ago.
And everyone was saying, oh, Jay White, man, he's gonna, he's gonna do big things, man. You wait and see, man. Really?
By the way, Jay White debuted on the Wednesday after WrestleMania, so 7 or 8 weeks ago.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's 2 months ago.
Almost 2 months
ago.
Yeah.
And again, someone of his caliber, someone who's been around, has done the damn thing, fought the who's who, right? Sold out Tokyo Dome, sold out Madison Square Garden, right?
He did not sell out Tokyo Dome. He did sell out MSG. He did not sell out Tokyo Dome.
Well, he was the headliner of Tokyo Dome, right? What the hell are you sipping on, man? What the hell is that?
What?
What is that? A milkshake?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get your money back. What is that? What is that? What shake? Is that chocolate shake?
Dr. Pepper shake.
Oh, it's a float.
I guess. But here we are. We're gonna relegate him to a fucking battle royale. Let's be real about this, okay? Had this been the Fed, oh my God, bro, it'd be fucking, oh, how dare they do, but it's AEW, man. We put the blind eye.
Mike, how many times so far in this show has Steve said if this was the Fed?
First time.
You mentioned it
I
earlier.
have no idea.
First time.
You didn't say that specific phrasing with Sabu, but it was very close.
No.
I think we got to stop saying if this was the Fed. Same with WWE. Stop saying this was AEW. Let's treat it as its own thing. Let's not compare it to the Fed. Treat it as its own thing. I hate this. I'm so sick of this. If this were the Fed, I'm complaining about both, aren't I?
No, but you got to understand, though, man. A lot of folks were saying, oh, watch, yo. Jay White going to show everybody, yo. It's their loss, man. Remember that, Mike? People were saying, oh, it's their loss, man. Their loss.
It is still their loss. It's just going to, the issue is that Jay White was not supposed to go into AEW.
The issue is
so there were
Jay
no
White.
plan. Jay White was supposed to go. Steve, Jay White was supposed. Steve, Jay White was never going to AEW. He was supposed to go to WWE, and then the hiring freeze.
Listen, Mike, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this, and I hate that I'm saying this now, bro. Jay White is now just another guy on the roster now.
I think right now he is because they just don't have a story for him.
They don't have jack shit for him right now, bro. They don't have jack shit for the guy.
I think they will eventually. I think this
bro.
is one.
You mean to tell me we could not had Ricky Stark versus Jay White, and I'm pretty sure give them 15 minutes out there.
I don't know why they didn't want to have it on the pay-per-view, but I do know that they didn't want to.
That's stupid.
The original match wasn't supposed to happen until late June. I think the last I had heard was Collision.
You know, I'll say this. I'll say this. Yeah.
So they did move the match up by a month, and it was
Our boy would have made it happen. We know this already. QT Marshall.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yes, he would. Don't be in
wouldn't
denial.
have.
Don't be in denial, man. This guy, I don't know what the hell he's doing right now. But this guy, he would have made change.
All right, I'm taking. Look, I'm put up Romeo's comment. I don't have control over the StreamYard.
Thank goodness you don't. Respectfully, I would
Romeo
have Jay
said-
White win.
Okay,
That's the only saving grace right now in this. He has to.
I would
win
have
this.
Jay White win to heat him back up, and then that would insert OC into his beef with Starks and lead up to a banger triple threat. This won't happen though. Frantic World also pointed out that the last title Jay White held was the Never Openweight Championship, which I think is also important that in the last 2 months before he left, he wasn't really like a main act in New Japan. He was kind of just like vibing.
Though. He was one of the top players though.
Even when he won the title, they weren't really treating him like a big thing. They were treating Ospreay and Omega as a bigger deal than he was when he won the title.
Listen.
No one thought that Jay White was going to win it at Wrestle Kingdom. Everybody knew that Okada was winning that, and people even overlooked that match because of the importance of Kenny and Ospreay and how big that match was. I think Jay White could very much win this match. This is a way you can take the title off of Orange. I wish we had the rules for this battle royal because the way they're calling it feels like it's not a normal battle royal. It kind of feels like they might be doing a Royal Rumble here, where it's going to be like start off with 2 and then you're going to add 1 every 30 to 45 seconds or something, which they've done it with the tag battle royals. The casino battle royal has the suits, and we know they're not doing that this time. So I could see them doing it Rumble style, which I would prefer than having 21 guys in there. I really like that style, and I'd like to see AEW do something with it. I would not be against Jay winning here. I'm 50-50 on whether I'm 33, 33, and 33 with him, Swerve, or Orange just retaining. For this prediction, I'm going to pick Jay White winning. Mike, who do you have winning?
My heart says Jay White. My mind says Orange Cassidy.
Steve, I just want to win. Who are you picking to win?
Quick question here, though. Are we sort for surprise entrances?
No surprises.
Fuck, then. You know what? I'm going to say Jay White. He needs to win. He needs this right now. And who would have thought I ever say he needs the
I think he's okay if he doesn't lose. I think he's okay if he doesn't win, though. I think it's going to be okay.
Nah.
This story stinks. I'll say that. The story stinks.
It's okay. It's okay. Hold on. It's okay if he gets eliminated early. If he's one of the last people to get eliminated, then that's bad.
I think if he's in like the final, like if it's him, Ricky and Orange, and then like Ricky and Jay take each other out, I could see them being in like the last 4 where it's like Orange and one other guy, and then it's Ricky and Jay, and then Ricky and Jay take each other out together. Like they both go over at the same time.
Because we've seen Orange Cassidy find these ways to win his singles matches. Now, when there's multiple people in this match and he can find a way to get through 21 guys, the next possible way to beat this man is possibly getting Arn Anderson's Glock and shooting him in the hand. That's the only way to get rid of this guy at this point.
I think this is going to be good. I'm excited for this. The only thing that might make me say Orange is because, like I said on All Honor, I actually picked Orange on All Honor, so I'm making different predictions here because that's how I work. The only reason I picked Orange over there was because I think it's more likely that Miro beats him on the first episode of Collision. And that's your main event of the first episode of Collision, because Punk would probably open the show and you close with Miro defeating Orange Cena and finally being the one who can put him down. But I would not mind doing a title change here, and you can do something different with Miro. I'm sure you can figure it out. I think this would help to put some gold on Bullet Club Gold. Let's go next to the AEW Women's World Championship, as the Outcast Toni Storm has been selected from the group to take on the AEW Women's World Champion Jamie Hayter. A report did come out last week from Sean Ross Sapp saying that the injury to Jamie Hayter was legit. Sean also mentioned on last night's Fightful AEW post-show review, saying something, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said something along the lines of, Jamie is hurt. She is legitimately hurt. The landscape of this women's division will likely change on Sunday or in the coming days. Something along those lines. I saw it this morning. I don't fully remember what it said. I am going to say, I think Tony's going to squash her. I think this is going to be like a 4-minute match because I don't think Jamie is... I think she's cleared to wrestle. I don't think she's going to be able to have a long match. So I could see them doing something akin to... I don't know why this is the match that comes to my head, but like when Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins had that match at WrestleMania 35, and it was technically a 2-minute match, but it was like a 10-minute segment because they brawled for the first like 5 minutes and Seth kicked him in the balls like 4 times. I think it's something like that where the Outcasts jump Jamie on the entrance, and for some reason Britt and Sheeta don't make the save, which I think is set up earlier in the night. And Tony gets her in. It's like a 2-minute match. She hits her at the Storm Zero, and she wins the title back. Steve, I'll throw this over to you first. Who do you think is winning this the Women's Championship match?
Considering that Jamie Hayter is hurt, right?
So that's the report. And Tony did say on the media call, he referenced it and said they've been telling us on TV for weeks that she's hurt.
But he could be working us, right? He could be working us, for all we know, right?
No, she's hurt. She is legitimately hurt. I'm trusting Sean on that report that she's actually.
Then I'm gonna say Toni Storm. This gives, and you know what? This gives Jamie Hayter time to recover, do what she has to do. And
this
I would
division
say,
also needs something new, honestly.
That too, but now if you want to run it back,
that was going to be my opinion.
Run it back in England. Run it back in Wembley. Run it back in Wembley.
I think if you have Tony win, and then you have you write off Jamie, you write off Britt, you write off Sheeta, and just have the Outcasts run amok for like the next 2 months while Jamie heals, and then they come back after Forbidden Door or like late July, early August, and you set up Tony versus Jamie 2, or technically Tony versus Jamie 4 at you set that up for All In, and Jamie could win the title back there. But I'd kind of like it if they just had the Outcasts just like killing everybody and nobody can stop them. Like that would make the group look good. But I did. Sorry, Mike. I'll let you go.
Basically, that was going to be my sentiments. That the division needs something different. Healthy or not, I thought Jamie Hayter was going to lose. I think the Outcast needs something here, and I do agree they need to run amok for a while these ladies are bye-bye, and then they slowly bring them back, and they slowly build this up to something that we thought that was going to happen soon, which is like a women's blood and guts or something like that, and that'll be the end of the story.
I could also see them adding a fourth member to the group on Sunday. I don't know who, but they have choices. They have choices to add. Mainly, I think they should definitely add Athena. Athena's Ring of Honor run is very good. I know nobody watches but it is amazing. He's good.
I just don't think she fits with those people.
Oh, I think she does.
Well, you do make one.
We have 2 matches.
Using hashtag Watch Ring of Honor. No one's watching that. Come on, guys.
We have 2 matches left. I'm gonna save what should be the main event for last. AEW World Championship match.
Oh,
4
thank
pillars,
God.
4-way.
Thank goodness. Thank
Yeah, this should
goodness.
not be the main event. We all know what it should be.
You know the sad part about it is though, it probably will be the main event.
It probably will be, but Jungle Boy Jack Terry, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and world champion MJF. These are the 4 pillars of All Elite Wrestling. The 4 pillars are facing in a 4-pillar 4-way for the championship. Double or Nothing, the pay-per-view that started it all. This is going to be a banger. The story has not been. But Mike, do you think that there is a chance in hell that MJF walks away without his Triple B?
There's a small chance, but I don't think it's happening. So I'm going to say 0.05%.
Steve?
There's no chance in hell. That man, let's be real about it, okay? It's 4 guys. You have Sammy. You have Jungle Boy. You have Darby Allin. And then you have MJF. The standard goes from here to here.
Oh, I just realized something.
What happened?
I think Adam Cole and Chris Jericho is going to be the last match. Or the first. It's an unsanctioned.
Yeah, not going to Vegas to see those guys.
They have never had an unsanctioned match that did not close the show.
If you guys paid money to see Chris Jericho and Adam Cole, it'll end the show off. I apologize on behalf of AEW because you shouldn't be seeing that last.
Caden,
there's a good chance.
Caden, if they do that, bro, that's going to be simply
That risky.
Very risky. Very risky. That's me leaving early to go party on the strip type of energy.
Basically, I'm gonna hit the local bar, Ric Flair style, baby. The bodega Ric Flair in full effect.
Hey, y'all can get ready to go as soon as the show ends. You guys can hit live on Steve's Kitchen.
No. We gotta be hella drunk for that to happen. If they were to do that,
okay. You just told me like 3 days ago y'all were doing a post show.
Yeah, we are. But if that's the result, I have to be hella wasted to then go live. You can't.
MJF's winning this match, right? Like we all agree.
Yes.
This
is gonna be a really good match, though.
Don't get me wrong. Yes,
I hope so.
The build has been the bleeding dumps.
I think it's been better in the last like 3 weeks.
No.
Since the tournament, I've liked it a little. Like I'm not. Look, I'm not.
Understand.
Hey, whoa. Steve, Mike, Steve, and Mike. I never said good. I said
no,
better.
but I get it though. You're
I said
trying
it's been better in the last 3 weeks than it was.
I get it though. And again, this is what you do, and that's fine. You try to find the positive side and everything. That's fine. And you know, no one's angry. No one's angry at you for doing so. But at the end of the day, you know, the build to this, you know, again, if you were to ask, you know, put it this way. Let's say I'm a casual viewer, right? I'm the casual viewer. And you tell me, yeah, these guys are the 4 pillar. These guys are the future, right? You show me MJF and you show me what he does. Fucking, you know, it's amazing, right? I can believe you on that. But then you show me the rest of them and what they're doing. And I'm like, who are you fooling? Yes, they're going to have an amazing wrestling match. Yes. But the build has been the bleeding shits. There's no reason why MJF should lose that title. It's not happening. You would be insane. You would have to be insane to have MJF drop that title. So I say, and still, AEW World Champion MJF. And guess what? He pins Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy there to eat the pin.
Big Mike. Too much time on this.
I have MJF winning. Like I said before, they put these guys in the worst possible predicament without having any type of heat behind them. They all sent them in their cold, with the exception of one person, and he's the champion, so he really doesn't count. But other than that, MJF is winning. But I got Darbs taking a pin.
Let's hear it, Caden.
Jack takes the pin. Oh, no, sorry. Sammy Guevara takes the pin. I could see Jack because I think Jack's going to turn heel this summer, and MJF's winning. I think Darby's the only guy who I don't think is taking the pin because he's the most over. and he's the only Darby's the only guy in this match that I could see winning because he's over.
Yeah, why not put mega heat on MJF by pinning the most over guy in the match? Huh?
I'm gonna say if you want to put mega heat on somebody, you put the title on Jungle Boy, and you turn him heel immediately that night.
No, if you want to put mega heat on somebody, give the title to Sammy Guevara. Watch people walk out.
That's turn off heat. I think if you wanted, just because Jack holding the title makes me think he's not winning, but I could see Tony saying, because Tony's been like, that feels like they're really doing a heel turn with Jack this summer. If you want to get heat on somebody, like you have him win the title, and then he does then you turn him to Hollywood Jack Perry, which I've already talked about on the show a few times. And I think like that's the way you immediately get heat, because that's one of the guys, like people want Darby or MJF winning. Nobody wants him or Sammy, and Sammy's more of go away heat. Jungle Boy is, we just don't really want him as our champion. So I think you could get some good heat doing that. I just don't think it's happening, but I think you could get good heat.
Yeah. Let's get to the main. Let's get now what we think should close the show. And
Yes,
put a bow on
Anarchy
this.
in the Arena, the Elite, Kenny Omega, Nick, Matt Jackson, Hangman, Adam Page, taking on the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, the the Ring of Honor World Champion, and that little shit Wheeler Yuta. This is going to, look, in the words of Justin Roberts, shit's about to hit the fan. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be brutal. There's going to be blood. I am hoping that Kenny Omega's blood gets on me. That'd be cool. Mike, how you feeling about this match that really should main event?
I'm feeling really good. This is actually the only match that I'm very excited for. Like you said, it's going to be brutal, blood, stories there. I can't wait to see it. Do you want my prediction now, or do you want to ask Steve?
I want to know Steve's thoughts on the story. Like, how's he feeling? Noted elite hater, Steven.
No, listen, I think overall,
I actually don't even know if you hate the Elite. Chase is the one who hates the Elite.
They're a good hand. They're a good act on the show. All the NVs go crazy. They'll do the chant. They watch BT every single week and whatever. That hasn't been the same since 2019. Bring back Trevor and Arthur, okay? I've enjoyed this build more than I have the world title match. That's for certain. Happy the Hangman is back, right? Yeah, they're gonna go out there and just fucking go crazy. I do think T and Couponer, to answer your question here, I think over. I'm taking the over on this because lately Moxley hasn't been bleeding. So they're gonna go crazy all over the place. But I do see the Blackpool Combat Club getting the win.
I totally asked for a prediction, Steve.
So I see them winning. I don't see this ending here.
I was going to transition into that in a minute, but thank you. I really appreciate that.
No problem. So yeah,
this story has been amazing. I am an Elite mark. I love the Elite. The nuances that they've added in on being the Elite have helped this story. If you guys didn't watch Being the Elite from this week, fantastic. Alex Reynolds spilled the tea on Matt Jackson giving the head. Stop it, Steve. Matt Jackson gave him the head revealed. Alex Reynolds revealed to Kenny Omega that Matt Jackson gave the head nod, and then Kenny Omega basically said he knew all along, and that it was Hanger's time. That it was like that Kenny knew that that he wasn't mad about it because it was Hanger's time. Hanger had beat him fair and square. He deserved the win, and so he was okay with Matt giving him the head nod. So good. It was a funny segment where Kenny's just messing around, but also it added so much emotion, I think, into this, and adding more to the Elite coming back, which is a story that I just absolutely love and will always love. And I just don't want to listen to any slander on it. I'm really excited for this new
You're not about
chapter.
to cry, right? You're not about to cry, right?
And maybe in the building.
Okay, save the build, not here.
Very excited to see what they do with this match. But my prediction is the Blackpool Combat Club does walk away with the victory, with Konosuke Takeshita turning and joining the BBC. Mike?
Yeah, I agree with you, Caden. Excuse me. It's a long night. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Blackpool Combat Club wins this. There's going to be some shenanigans with Don Callis coming out there, possibly with Takeshita. And they turn heel. Well, he turns heel on the Elite, and we get something in regards of where. Um, uh, what's his name? I just said his name. Whatever. Callis, Don Callis. We get where he's going. Blackpool Combat Club takes advantage, and this is probably going to end in blood and guts. I wouldn't mind seeing in between that like a stadium stampede, like live action, not taped, but live action stadium stampede.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In between this and blood and guts. Yeah.
This is gonna be a dope match. I think Double or Nothing is going to be a really good show. I mean, like honestly, in my opinion, looking at the card, I don't even know like when I'll have to probably have to use the bathroom at some point, but I don't even have a bathroom break because even the ones where I typically would say, "Oh, use the bathroom here,"
I know
you do, but I'm saying for me, even with the ones where I would use the bathroom break, I'm intrigued by them. I'm interested in what could happen. So. Well, I have not loved the build up to this pay-per-view, and I've been a little upset with AEW stories the last few weeks. Especially, I don't like MJF stuff right now as champion. I am still really excited for what they do. I'm excited to see what they add. If they add anything to the buy-in, I hope they add at least 2 more matches, because if I'm already going to be sitting there for an hour, give me wrestling to watch while I sit there for the hour. I say this every time. Don't do a 1 match on the buy-in because you already tell us to get there an hour before the card starts. So just give us matches. Give people the pay-per-view payday. It's going to be a good show. Mike, let the people know where they can find you.
Whoa.
We're not closing it? I thought we were done.
Who says you close the show?
All right, fine. I'll do it quickly.
Fine. You know what? I'm being generous today.
I appreciate that, Steve. You can do it if you want. I really don't care. You do.
Caden Lee, take it away.
Big Mike, where can the people find you?
Follow me on Twitter at DetroitGamer313. Also here on Around the Point every single day.
What about you, Steve?
Before I do, answer the question. What do you have against Jungle Boy? You're the only person I've heard wanting him to turn heel.
I think that they're leaning towards a heel turn. That's like, I'm not the only person, because Sean said it last night, or Sean said it today on the Double or Nothing review show too, or the prediction show.
Review. He's psychic.
Prediction. Sean said he also thinks they're turning Jungle Boy. Someone else said it too.
So he becomes Jungle Man.
I don't know who I talked to about that. It might have been Matt Kuhn, where we had a Twitter conversation about it. I think it's just, I think that he should turn. I think he needs a new edge. Because I think his character is a little boring. It's very white meat baby face.
Jungle Man.
And Jungle Boy is not good enough on the microphone to be a white meat baby face like Cody. Cody's good enough on the microphone.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. I will be doing vlogs throughout the weekend, posting on the channel after each day. Yes, it will happen. I'm going to get my Casey Neistat on, if you will. Get my Casey on. Hope you enjoy the vlogs when they do drop. And all that fun stuff. I just can't wait, guys. I'm about to hit the bed, take a little nap. I still got to finish packing. But, yeah, follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Subscribe to the Around the Point Network. Hit that bell notification. Be notified when I upload the vlogs, when we go live, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at Caden, KADEN_FTW. A new episode of All Honor will drop tomorrow on my new feed. So just pay attention to my Twitter. It'll be up there. I don't know what time it's dropping, but another Double or Nothing prediction show with Ella J. Then we also talked about Collision for a few minutes, about the debut episode of Collision. And yeah.
In case you guys missed it, we did go live yesterday with the preview, 2 days ago, actual preview of Night of Champion. You can follow Around the Point Network on Twitter at AT Network. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, I'm exhausted. Again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. For myself, for Big Mike, for Caden, this has been the preview of AEW Double or Nothing. This has been Around the Point Extra. We'll see you guys tomorrow live from Las Vegas. For myself, for Big Mike, for Caden, for the gang. See you all later.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.